entities to come back to themselves and remember, but they're attached to material things and they don't want to come back. They have certain pleasures that they're holding on to, but there's a reverse side to all these pleasures. There's suffering, and that's part of the evolutionary process. And the intelligence is inviting us constantly and trying every trick in the book to invite us back to a remembrance of ourselves and who we really are and why we came here.
Well, you know,
that's what Edgar said.
Exactly. And one thing in that I have to say about that is, maybe it was just, you and I are about the same age, close to it.
Yeah.
And when I grew up, okay, study was a good thing. Playing around and everything else, you studied first, you played later. Today, a lot of children that do come home from school and they play first. Or they don't study at all and they'd rather play a video game or play on the internet than do their books.
Yeah.
And it's happening. I think a lot of kids are getting it's just my feelings, but maybe that's somebody else's too. A lot of them are getting brainless.
Yes. And that's another aspect of it. But there's another side that I'm seeing recently. I didn't see it before. But what I'm seeing is the conversation that I'm having with you, I can have with them.
Ouch.
I could count on a couple of fingers the individuals that I meet during the day that I could have this kind of conversation with, and still have the person still stay there and not go off in a huff or go off and think I'm possessed by something. These kids stay there and have questions and are asking for a download
of
my
good
information.
I got one more question for you.
I don't know who they are.
One more question from the outside for you. This is from Di. I've read that these new children who are old souls are born with a higher consciousness.
Yes, because I think that the cast, the model of civilization is so complete and so enwrapping of the individual mind that people are finding it hard to escape. And so the intelligence programs things to come in to break it or to produce what they call the indigo children that will not take the programming and are avoiding the programming and can grow, and later on they will do the studying, but not at this particular point.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, maybe, but let me just make it simple so that everybody can, and you can correct me, Raymond, if I'm wrong.
Do that.
These are children who actually know who they are, where they're going, what they want to do, and they don't have to study to get there.
No, they don't have to study to get there, but they will have to study because it's the nature of the incarnate.
Right.
Incarnate world requires that because the Maya have a ball game site ball game court at every site. The ball game is the metaphor for the incarnate game that we play. That's the game that their Christ played and won. Wow.
Actually, as a matter of fact, we were in Mexico, and I was standing in the middle of that ball field. So, yeah, I know exactly.
They're in the middle of the ball court that are intended to be like a glass bottom. And you're intended to look down at those finely carved markers like at Copan and see what's going on in the underworld. What they're saying is what you see is not the only thing that's going on. Everything you do has multidimensional repercussions. For me to even speak to you, my soul travels, as the Maya say, in 13 different dimensions. I have to squeeze myself into this conversation to talk to you at any one given point in time.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And
because we are so immense, we are so intelligent, and the sign of it is the automatic body that we have that works for us with incredible finery of chemical reactions and processes and healings of replacement of cells going on with extreme intelligence while we are playing video games on a massive computer. We're like video game players on top of it.
Yeah, I was going to say that there is something going on somewhere. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And
we're not using the higher functions.
Yeah, but come on, you're an educator, and I mean, actually, what we do here, and as radio hosts, I mean, we're kind of sort of. I know you've dealt with some of the radio hosts out there. We're all doing the same thing. We're all seeking information. We're trying to educate people.
And I feel very comfortable with you because of your openness. And the questions that you're giving are exactly correct. This is meant. Earthkeeper's right here, by the way.
Oh, he is.
Writing everything. Earthkeeper is right here.
Oh, well, then him and I must communicate.
Yeah, Earthkeeper is a blue skull. And there's a fellow on the internet now by the name of Joel Shapiro.
He's going to be here Sunday.
On crystal skulls. And he has had this vision of the blue crystal skull, and I had no idea. And I got this blue crystal skull, and here I am drawn to Peru. He's looking for that skull in Peru because Peru is another level. It's a more Lemurian level than the Mayans are, closer to Atlantis.
Yeah, Joshua is going to be on my show Sunday.
Oh, marvelous. Well,